April San Pedro. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. And for today's video, I'm gonna share to you the planners and journal that I'm going to use for 2020. So let's get started. Alright, for the first one that I'm gonna share with you is my very own artisan papery Blanco planner. Blanco is a Filipino term for blank, and it's blank because it's undated. So you can actually use it any time of the year. For this one, I've been using this Blanco collection for the past 3 years now. So there are 4 colors available. This one is the white one. There's also black, there's gray, and then the beige one. For this year, I also decided to write my name on the cover of the planner. For the past 2 years, I've just used a wax seal with my letter A initial on it. This is also what I do with custom planners. So I write the customer's name with gold ink on the cover of this hardbound planner. Now, I haven't decorated my planner yet, but I just want to show you the general notebooks or the planners and the journal that I'm gonna use for 2020. So this is the Blanco planner. It's a hardbound. It's very lightweight. I used beige or cream paper for the pages. So when you open it, you'll find the information, and then there are a few pages like for your goals, notes, before you reach the monthly page. So as you can see, it's literally just a template for the monthly pages and a guide which you can write or personalize on. The next one would be the weekly page or weekly spread. So basically, the Blanco is literally for the busy women. So if you have a lot of errands or a lot of to-do lists, this is hopefully the perfect planner for you, because I made this vertically with the time on the side, at the side of the paper. So you will have guide how to organize your day. And then there are 5 spreads for your weekly to-do list. And then you'll come up with another monthly page. So that will go on for the rest of the 12 months. At the back of it, this is the notes page. So if you want to write something or extra or anything you have, you can think of in the middle of the day or in the middle of your errands, you can just write something at the back of your planner. And the next one is, if you are like me and you keep forgetting dates, special events or special dates, this is probably helpful for you too. And then lastly, you'll just find a little note from me. And so yeah, there you go. I have yet to decorate this one. For the next one is a coffee bean and tea leaf planner. I'm also a coffee bean planner user, but this one is so far my favorite among all their collections. So they use a leather cover with a coffee tree engraved on the cover with a garter to enclose the entire planner. Now, what I love about this planner is they call this one a giving journal. And what I love about this collection or this year's collection is they actually changed their weekly or their page into a blank spread. So for the entire week, you can see a weekly spread with just a blank. So I'm thinking to use this as a journal that I can write on with my thoughts, or I can put photos in it too. And unlike the other years, they used different artworks from different artists. This time, they actually used photos. So yeah, they also have a monthly spread, and they also have a sticker that goes with it. And then on the every month you can see different photos and a story about being grateful and empowerment, just to inspire you. And at the back of it, you will find a notes page. So there are several notes pages where you can write anything at the back. Also, at the farther back, the usual coupon which you can avail depending. Oh, this one you can also already avail up until December 31. So this is the journal that I'd be using for my daily thoughts or inspiration every now and then. One, this is quite new to me. For the past few days, I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube about bullet journaling. So last year, I was already familiar with it, but I was hesitant to get into it because there's a lot of things that you have to do. So if my planner was quite blank, but there are templates that you can follow on. But with bullet journal, you just need a plain, as in literally just a blank page or blank journal or just a plain notebook that you can write on. And you have to do everything for yourself. For this year or for 2020, I'm thinking of getting into bullet journaling. So I'm just thinking of doing it for the few lists that I have, not really the entire bullet journaling or like the monthly bullet journaling way. I've decided to use old notebooks or the notebooks that I already have. So also next year, I'm thinking of being minimalistic and try to use all the things that I have already instead of buying a new one. Now, last 2 years ago, I got this very nice limelight journal, and I really love the pages, and it's a hardbound with also there's a garter at the back of it, and the pages are quite thick. Now I used this for a workshop for Limelight 2 years ago, so there's already a some of the few pages or the first few pages are already used up, but I'm thinking I still want to use this one and just cover up some of the pages so I can still use it. So yeah, I haven't decorated this one yet, but I'm gonna show you also how am I gonna do or how I'm gonna use this for bullet journaling. So as you can see, I already added few scrap papers on the side for decoration. So I also kind of like the idea that I'm going to reuse this notebook for something else or something useful for me. And it's actually an environmental friendly, since I'm gonna use this instead of buying a new one and throw this one away. So yeah, I'm gonna show you also how I'm going to cover the pages that's already used, since I'm gonna use instead of ripping the pages off, I'm thinking of just covering them up. So that's the third journal that I'm going to use for 2020. This is also something new to me. Unlike the other three, that is a planner and a journal, this one is somewhat like a devotional book. It's 100 Days of Bible Promises by Shanna Noel. You have to check her out because she has a lot of different devotional journal that you might be interested in. So I got this from Amazon and used shipping cart to deliver from the US to the Philippines. So just like the cover says, 100 Days of Bible Promises. So you'll have 100 different inspirational stories and Bible verses and prayer at the end of the spread, and then you can just write your reflections here. You may also decorate it afterwards. You may, like I said, you can check Illustrated Faith on Instagram and on YouTube to see how she decorated her devotional journal by Shanna Noel. Or you can just leave it like this, since the pages or the book or the journal is already filled in with very colorful designs. Now at the back, as you end the 100 days, you just have a small space for a small notes, I think, and then a short note about the author. Yeah, so I got this one because I already saw this last year. Supposedly was already able to have this last year, but there are a few problems with the shipping. So I've decided it's just timely for next year. So I've decided next year that I'll devote more time with journaling, especially with Bible verses, or probably focus more spiritually, and then just going back to writing, maybe, because when I remember back when I was writing a lot of my thoughts, it kind of helped me relax and clear my head, and at the same time it's just nice to so this year I've decided to focus more on journaling, especially with the Bible verses, or read more about the spiritual books. I just thought that I want to go back into that. I used to do this way back before, and it really helped me with my anxiety and to focus more. And like right now, since I already have a son, things get a little bit faster and chaotic. So I'm thinking this is my way of hearing myself back again, and of course putting everything into God's hands. So there you go. These are the 4 journals that I'm going to use and planner for the 2020. I'm not really committing myself to write on this 3 daily, because this one will just serve as a guide for my different trackers, like for my habit tracker, for the expenses, and other things that I want to put into a list. This one, on the other hand, is also like just a gratitude journal for me. So every time that there's an inspiration or something that I want to write on, that's the only time that I'm gonna use this. And as for this one, it's the same thing. So basically for this 3, I'm not really putting myself into a full commitment, but I just love the idea that by the end of 2020, I'm just hoping I'll be able to finish, especially for the 100 days and for this one. But of course, my planner, my Blanco planner, like every year, I've always consumed the entire planner. This one is really so helpful for me, especially with all the errands or the to-do list that I have, all the things that I need to write on. So this one is pretty much going to be used up. So I hope you enjoyed the journals and the plan. I would also love to see what you will be using for next year. I love watching YouTube vloggers and seeing feed about their journal notebooks and their planners on Instagram. So if you have a different planner and journal for 2020, would really love to see them too. So please comment below or tag me on Instagram at @IAM_artisan, and would really like to see them too. So this is probably the last video that I'd be sharing for 2019. I hope you'd enjoy your holiday.